Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and this is the 10th race in season number 2 of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series, and we are here at the Texas World Speedway for the Texas Roadhouse 400. And this race will not have pit stops, because when we were here in season number 1, we had a pretty big pit road crash, and I am pretty sure it was caused by a glitch on the track. So no pit stops in this race, so that actually will make the race pretty good, because we'll stay in this pack racing mode throughout the whole race, and the pit stops won't, spread it all out. This isn't the kind of track that we need to have pit stops. The only tracks that really need to have pit stops are road courses. Anyway, we're not going to have pit stops here, and it should be a good one. Abe Troxel starts on the pole. Our Daytona 500 winner, Nicholas Samadillo, is alongside him. You got Alan Cavagnaro, Darlin Kenyon, Aaron Walpole, Austin Spencer, Caleb Hoffman, Cameron Garlington, Garrett Zenor, Matt Dalio, Mason Powers, Tristan Walker, Cody Hagan, Will Blake, Roger Carruth, who won here at Texas World in season number 1, Ferdinand Gabat, Jacob Reed, Diego Stevenson, Michael James, Hairgel Arvin Alonso, Eric Hayden, Biff Crafton, Stuart Gratton, Dana Mon, Mitchell Millian, Christian Master, Dean Wickard, Jesse Turner, Cameron Gaju, Marshall Free, Elijah Gordon, who won the Crown Royal Series race here, Justin Roberts, Zachary Fitzwater won the Truck Series race here, Tyler Selsman, LJ Mills, Trey Bartow, Bjorn Henniger, Joffrey Toussaint, Riley White, Jonathan Skibnicki, Eric Powers, and Max Neuwirth. Let's get this one started. 30 laps of action here today at Texas World. Instead of Capri Sun this time, I have Cola, so that's a little better. Cola is swag. And looks like everybody's good. Yeah, so that's good. So nobody's going to go to the pit road. Caleb Hoffman did that in the Crown Royal Series race. Kind of felt bad for him. He didn't do too bad, considering that he did fail to start the race. He ended up getting back in the race, but he finished like 30th or something, considering there were 40 cars. He ended up gaining 10 positions because of a big crash in that race. But anyway, we could see a big crash in this one. It had the same settings as the Crown Royal Series race, so anything is possible. We'll see how it all plays out. Abe Troxel and Nicholas Samadillo are going to lead us off. The green flag is out, and we are underway here at Texas World. Alan Cavagnaro in the number 11. He won at Talladega earlier this season. He's going to go for the lead on the first lap of the race underneath of Abe Troxel. And Austin Spencer nearly won this race last season, when it was actually a chase race. It's not a chase race this year, so it's a lot different now than it was during the chase. But anyway, Alan Cavagnaro gets a run through turns 3 and 4, and he is going to lead the first lap of this race. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Austin Spencer, when he was here in season number 1, he did that same thing as Cavagnaro did, got out to a really big jump, and led quite a few laps. He actually led pretty much every lap until the pit stop started, I'm pretty sure. But it could be different now, as we might be seeing some 4 wide back here. You never know when they're going to crash. But it doesn't look like we're going to crash on this lap. It's a good job by those guys. Remember, Roger Carruth, he won this race in season number 1, and when it was later in the season during the chase. That actually got him into the final 4. And Cavagnaro is going to lead 2 laps in a row. Abe Troxel got a position on Spencer, but Spencer's going to try to get back underneath of them for second place. Good, some guys up here that we love to see up front. Garrett Zenor, Cameron Garlington, a couple of those guys, both of those guys, as to say, haven't really had too good of a season. So has Austin Spencer. He hasn't really had that good of a season. He's now up to second, as Abe Troxel takes the lead in the number 35. But it's these veterans like Caleb Hoffman as well. He doesn't have a win. Aaron Walpole doesn't have a win. It's good to see him up here. Mason Powers doesn't have a win. It's good to see him up here. And Cody Hagan is another one of those guys that has been in every Chick-fil-A Cup Series race, but has not gotten a win yet. Joffrey Toussaint's another one. He drives the number 3, and I don't know where he is exactly, but we'll figure that out. Nah, he's back here in the field, so Anyway, Abe Troxel out front here at Texas World Speedway. Austin Spencer, Cameron Garlington, Garrett Sonor, Caleb Hoffman, and Caleb Hoffman, a new member of the NRLOA. Good to have him on board. Garrett Sonor and Cameron Garlington and Austin Spencer, all four of these guys are NRLOA members. NRLOA members don't really do too well in this series, which is, I mean, it's not really good in my opinion, but it's good because it shows that I don't make my friends win. I don't do that. I would feel bad if I ever did something like that. Anyway, Abe Troxel trying to win his first career Napa fan race here today in the number 35. And here comes Garlington trying to get a position on Spencer for second place. Garrett Sonor in the number 16, still trying to win his first career Napa fan race. Guys like Garlington and Hoffman both have won before on Napa fan, but Garrett Sonor is one of the few guys that have been in every single points-paying race and yet to get a win on Napa fan. Here comes Spencer for the lead underneath of Troxel, trying to do it through turns 3 and 4, and it looks like he's going to do it. Coming out of turn 4, and Austin Spencer, the new leader here at Texas World. This is one of his best racetracks. I can just kind of tell by the way he races here. He's always a factor here at Texas World. Garlington in the 42, trying to get a position on him. The first winner so far is Nicholas Amadeo, won the Daytona 500. So he's the first winner this season in the field. But Austin Spencer now putting a little distance between him and Cameron Garlington. And we haven't had a crash yet, and most likely, if we get past the start of the race without crashing, most likely we will not crash throughout the whole race. We did not have a caution in this race last season, which is rather interesting. But Austin Spencer out front in the number 22, trying to win his first career Chick-fil-A Cup Series race. He's won 3 times on Napa Fan before. He won the Lowe's Shootout, a special event here on Napa Fan. And he also won the first 2 races in the Crown Royal Series. But he hasn't gotten a Cup Series win quite yet. Garlington, his only career win on Napa Fan came in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series at Talladega in season number 1. The second Talladega race in season number 1. But other than that, we really haven't seen much of them. And Hoffman was really consistent in season number 1. I'm not exactly sure where he is now. He's running 4th. Garrett Sonor has never won before. He's running 5th. Cavagnaro has won this season. What am I saying? Cavagnaro has won this season. He's the highest of the winners so far this season in the field. Not Nicholas Amadeo. I'm sorry about that. Anyway, we're kind of single file throughout the first 4 or so cars, and then it's double wide between Sonor and Cavagnaro. Got Darling Kenyon up here in the 1, Aaron Walpole, Nicholas Amadeo, Mason Powers, and Michael James. That's the top 10. Cody Haggins here in 11th. Actually, he might be in 12th, I'm not sure. Roger Carruth. You got Tristan Walker, good to see him get a run after having quite a lousy season in that number 7. Matt Dallio's up here. Jacob Reed won at California. This track is similar to California, a little higher banked, but still, place to Jacob Reed. Can you get it done? Will Blake, the points leader, the number 17. Stuart Gratton, Diego Stevenson, Ferdinand Gabat, the part-time. Here's Arvin Alonso. Dana Mon. You got Jesse Turner, who won at Dover. Elijah Gordon won the Crown Royal Series race here. Eric Hyden, Mitchell Millian, Justin Roberts, Marshall Free. You see all these guys back here. You got Biff Crafton, Christian Master, Trey Bartow, Cameron Gaju, Tyler Selsman, Zachary Fitzwater, Joffrey Toussaint, Max Newerf, L.J. Mills, Jonathan Skivnicki, Eric Powers, Warren Henniger, and Riley White. Hoffman trying to get 3rd from Abe Troxel. It looks like he might get that done. But Austin Spencer, now since there aren't any pit stops this time, Spencer has a better chance of winning because he was leading here last year in the Texas Roadhouse 400. But after the pit stops happened, I believe he actually might have crashed. But after the pit stops happened, Roger Carruth got the lead from him, and Carruth raced his way into the Final Four to win the championship in season number 1. And Carruth's not doing too bad here. He's 11th right now. He can definitely get up here. He's running sort of a high lane here in this number 17. And the past champion, the site of where he got his last win on Napa Fan, trying to get his 4th career win here today. They go up to 210 miles per hour before... Uh-oh, Eric Heiden. Is that going to bring out a caution? No, it's not. And Eric Heiden with a problem. That's interesting. Anyway, Austin Spencer is still out front. We really haven't seen much passing. You know, the longer we get into this run, the more single file we're going to get. And we're pretty much single file throughout the whole field. But they're still able to draft on each other enough so, that they don't, fall back. And I'm pretty sure we'll probably see another pass for the lead here shortly. We're going to be halfway through this race. It's going to be a short race. The shortest race to date on Napa Fan, time-wise, is 20-some seconds. Or, not 20-some seconds, 20-some minutes. That was the Valvoline 400 in season number 1. And Daytona's actually coming in a couple of days, I think. Yeah, that's going to be soon. Anyway, here comes Abe Troxel trying to get a position on Cameron Garlington. He's going to go underneath with him in turn 1. But he can't quite do it. We saw this in the Crown Royal Series where if you wanted to make a pass, you kind of had to use a sort of middle lane. Kind of close to the inside, but not all the way on the inside. And you kind of see like Spencer's racing here, right around there, But anyway, it's not really much is happening up front here. And this track might not possibly return. I actually wasn't thinking of returning it this season. Just because of the whole pit road accident, but I figured a good way to eliminate that is to get rid of pit stops. But now we're kind of having a lousy race. And I don't like that. But anyway, Austin Spencer is liking it because he's out front in the number 22 trying to win his first career Chick-fil-A Cup Series race and get his 4th career win on Napa Fan. If I'm not mistaken, he's the most successful driver out of all NRLOA members, I'm pretty sure. And he's doing a good job here in this number 22. And Abe Troxel, a rookie this season. Really haven't seen much of him this season, but he's doing a good job. He's 3rd right now. Good to see him get a good run. Caleb Hoffman and Garrett Sinor. And I like it that Garrett Sinor has a number 16 with the Ortho sponsor because his NR 2003 series, which is part of the NRLOA, the Ortho Cup Series, runs on his channel, GMS Productions. I recommend you guys go check it out if you haven't already. I have a lot more subscribers than he does, and it's bound to happen that one of you guys that isn't subscribed to his channel will hear this and go check him out. So I hope you do. But it's almost kind of like I'm jinxing him here. Here comes Cavagnaro trying to get a position on him. But nobody can really make a pass anymore. We'll see if Sinor can do it here. And this might possibly... Well, no, he went a little low. Actually, yeah, this is going to work. Sinor's going to get a position here on Hoffman. I don't think it's going to be where it doesn't work. If you're going to be side by side like this... We'll see. Kenyon's trying to get a position on Cavagnaro. I'm not sure if Sidnor is going to be able to do it. He's running a little bit of middle lane, but he can't do it. And he might lose a position to Cavagnaro. And he will. That didn't really work for him. And I'm thinking the only guy that can catch Spencer, if he can catch him, is Garlington. I think Troxel's fallen just a little too far back, and of course anyone behind him is just way too far back to catch up to this lead. But Spencer has been doing a great job in this number 22, trying to win his first career Chick-fil-A Cup Series race. Garlington, he has had a pretty struggling season. Of course, all top four pretty much have. Cavagnara's been actually having a struggling season too, but he got the win, so doesn't really mean much. Senore's another one of those guys. Kenyon, Walpole, Powers, Samadillo won. But other than that, I mean, pretty much everyone in the top 10, except for those two guys I mentioned, Cavagnaro and Samadillo, have been having really tough seasons. And they're all trying to change that today. And Spencer is the one that's leading them, trying to get this win. And it doesn't look like we're going to get a crash or anything. And we're going single file throughout pretty much the whole field. We're going double file in some places. But the odds of a crash are pretty slim. And I don't think it's going to happen. And this might break the record for the shortest race time-wise ever in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. And that's generally because we haven't had any crashes. Ironically, the Valvoline 400 had 2 crashes when that broke the record for the shortest race. This is kind of interesting there. It's a 24-lap race at Daytona. I mean, hopefully it'll be a little longer this season. I'd like it when we get, like maybe about 25-minute long, at least 25-minute long. I hate it when it's shorter than that, but looks like we're going to be shorter than that today. But anyway, Spencer still out front in the number 22. And the only pass we've really seen up here in the top 10 has been Cavagnaro passing Senore. When once Spencer got out front, we haven't really seen a pass, but that might change. Garlington trying to get underneath of them, but he can't make it stick. The outside lane is where you want to be, no doubt. It's actually kind of more like a middle lane, if you really want to think about it, but Austin Spencer has really been doing a great job in this number 22 here today. And we're going to come down to 6 laps to go in this race. But Garlington's still in it here in the number 42. And so is Troxel and Hoffman. I think these guys might still have a shot. Garlington, he's now going to try a little higher lane than Spencer and try to get a run down the backstretch. We kind of saw this at Kentucky. But it doesn't look like it's going to work. And Abe Troxel is actually going to get a run on the 42. But he wasn't able to make it stick. And nobody can make any pass stick here today. It has been very interesting, but these guys have closed up a lot more. And this is something we really haven't seen much. 3 wide. Hoffman trying to make it work. Hoffman knows that if he wins the race, he's in the chase. Troxel's going to get the position on Garlington with help from Hoffman. If you have somebody behind you drafting you, you can make the pass. It is definitely possible, but Abe Troxel making the pass on Cameron Garlington for second place, but that's what Austin Spencer wants to see. He wants to see those guys behind him passing and battling for second. But a lot of these guys, they have closed up a lot more. Here comes Hoffman. He's going to try to get a position on Garlington. And that might be what Abe Troxel wants. Troxel isn't going to try the pass right now, but Spencer is still there. And Hoffman trying to get a run on Garlington for third. He can't quite do it. See some of these guys work to get up here. I don't think guys like Cavagnaro and Senore are out of this yet. And Abe Troxel getting a bit of a run. He had to check up there a little bit. And here comes Garlington with a run, trying to get second back from him. And Caleb Hoffman is going to do the same thing again. This might help Garlington because I don't think Hoffman's going to be able to make it stick down low like that. And they're 3 wide for second, and that just allows Austin Spencer to pull away even more. 2.5 laps to go here in the Texas Roadhouse 400. Austin Spencer trying to win his first career Chick-fil-A Cup Series race, but it isn't over yet. Abe Troxel with a run in the 35, and they are really shuffling positions back here. They just can't get by him, and they're right up on him, and they just can't get by him. Troxel, he's sort of getting a run here in this 35. We'll see if he can do it. He got a good run through turns 1 and 2 there. We'll see if he can pull out underneath of them. Doesn't look like he's going to do so. He's going to take a higher lane, though. Here he comes. He's going to get a run this time. He's going to try to take the lead from Austin Spencer. Here we go, the white flag at Texas World. They're 3 wide behind him. Can Troxel make it stick? No, Spencer still holding the outside, but Troxel has a run. Abe Troxel in the 35. They're side by side on the final lap. I love it when this happens. Garlington's still part of this. He's going to help Troxel. But Spencer trying to get the run on the high lane. Can Spencer get the run on the outside? Here we go, to the line. It's not going to happen. Abe Troxel will win the Texas Roadhouse 300. 400, man. And that has got to really hurt for Austin Spencer. He led over half of that race and led at the white flag, but he lost the race at the end to Abe Troxel, who will make the chase here in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series with his win here today at Texas World. Congratulations to Abe Troxel. That was a really good move. He timed it perfectly to get up there. He was actually once in third place, got by Garlington, and finally got by Spencer for the lead, and Abe Troxel is going to make the chase for the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. Look at the average speed for the race, 201.062. That is a very fast speed. That could be the fastest race ever in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. But anyway, Austin Spencer, I am so sorry about that. But you know what? That's the name of the game. You know, it's not much I can do about it, and you lost it fair and square. Garlington got third, Hoffman got fourth, and Sidnor got sixth. Those NRLOA members did really good here today, but they couldn't come home with the win, and Abe Troxel gets it done. We'll take a look at the rest of the results right here. Eric Hyden had that problem about halfway through the race, and he'll finish last place. But yeah, next race is going to be our first and only road course race of the season. Not next week. Actually, not tomorrow. 2 days from now, I think. Will be the Hers Live Life with Flavor 375-kilometer race at Road America. That should be a good one there. Aaron Luke's won there in season number 1. He isn't driving right now in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series, so we definitely will have another winner, a different winner, at Road America when we get there tomorrow, or 2 days from now. So yeah, congratulations to Abe Troxel on his win here at Texas World, and I will see you guys later. So thank you guys very much for watching. Here are the points for the Chick-fil-A Cup Series, and I will see you guys later.